Let's go to the Coliseum. Present day Sunshine Coliseum. Hi, hello, Valent. Well, this is the best news since past. Long time no see, Mr. Flint. 7 years has it been. Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Actually, I came because there's something I wanted to ask you. Talking to the press. That's all I wanted to say. Talking to a lot of people myself and come to some conclusions. Then I realized. Need to hear it from you. Troupe Gramarye. I walked a difficult road these past 7 years, because you couldn't perform anything repertoire. Don't be deceived. That skill is the real deal. I do not require my mentor's hand-me-downs. It was my partner who showed me my way. Troupe Gramarye. His rather well-performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Or so I thought. Troupe Gramarye murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. You had something to that effect 7 years ago, didn't you? Remember his word toward me yesterday. Yet it's not the way of it in the end. Before he finished, his decisions upon my own pressure never did. His partner's act finished to protect him. That's what those sleeping magpies of our press said. I had no idea. Yet the very same press comes to me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magician show in history as if it was vaudeville distraction. No more much that, spelling at them all. What am I, not a player in some fiendish farce? I just never made it clear what happened. I think he's death is still a mystery to this day. That's why I came to get the answer from you. Just two. Maybe singly sooner or later. Then there's no bed stepping upon the stage. You must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight. It's awfully like something I heard 7 years ago. Just come out with it now. Magnifique's death. Ask what you will, you'll get nothing of me. How much part of this fair as you are now? You have to know what happened. 7 long years I've endured. Now finally the curtain lifts in my golden age. All the miracles of our troupe within my grasp. Sorry to do this, Valent, but right now I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb. That should shake things up. Valent, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles, not as long as I have this. But it's full of rights. What might that be? I see it bears the Granty seal. I should have brought this to your attention sooner. But I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite this so fast. What is this? A document showing the truth for some the performance rights to making these miracles. What? Troupe Gramarye, you wrote this? What? He passed everything to his daughter. Trucy Igmar. Actually, she's officially my daughter these days. Preposterous! Zack is gone, vanished into the void. This is a genuine article. Zack was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this. Hey, you still got those birds and the rabbit. What has fate toyed with me so? Why does my life be lived enthralled to the dead? Not the only one with that problem. They shot Magnifique. Yes, it was Zack. It was. Then he left. My career's mission fell in the darkness. You think there might be some way out of it? See if you could prove Troupe Gramarye shot Magnifique. Is that why you testified? Yes, my way out. It should have been my way out. Why not be too late, Mr. Valent? All I need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnifique Gramarye? I don't think I have evidence for this. I don't think I have evidence for this. I'll come back to you, Valent. Well, we weren't quite finished up here. Let's try this again, shall we? Gramarye secret. But they know about this power of Juicy's. It's like you can see right into people's minds. Blah 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 blah. And I know you don't want to talk about her. Because she died? Because she died. Three of you were a team once. Not the entire country doesn't already know this. At your peak, you're the biggest stars around. Yeah, there's another story behind the fame. Well, not many know. She lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valent Gramarye's bullets. It was an accident. It wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Shalissa? Sure, Valent would say the same thing. Why, just like another murder I might mention. Damn you! Her eyes, I loved Lissa's eyes. I think they could read my mind. It was frightening. There was a warmth in them that felt like an embrace. She's dead and Magnificus joined her. The one with her power left now is Trucy. Mr. Zack? I do not know. I don't need any power to see through that one, buddy. There's someone else other than Trucy. Someone who inherited Lissa's power. Ha! Ha! How would I know? My chances are slim, but take a miracle to learn the truth. Or maybe one has already occurred. There is someone else with her power, and I know who. It's Apollo. This boy. His name is... I forgot. Something weird. Who could he be? An attorney. Attorney? I noticed that when I went to visit a friend's law offices. So what are we to make of this, oh great ex-attorney? You can show me pictures of a strange boy as all you like. But you could at least say something like, I'm this boy. I could use a laugh. Or perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. Might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Talissa. Actually, it's more of a ring. A ring? Perhaps it's to refresh your memory. I just happen to have evidence showing this missing link. This picture. Actually, I know something. Your marriage to Talissa was her second. How did you know this? First husband, he died a year after they were wed, yes? He was a performer. They met when they joined us, Gramarye, as a guest in the show. As Talissa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. You say she had a child then? I have a photograph over here. I couldn't help but notice what she was wearing when I first saw this. Those places stand out. They're a Gramarye family heirloom. This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in the picture. What? So that's why. Why what, Mr. Zack? It's this photograph of Talissa before she left us. She returned. She only one bracelet. But I know where that other one went. She's killed this boy. Her son. Gramarye's secret. This friend's power. I feel myself to not know where it comes from. But the fact is that it's passed down to the Gramarye line. It runs in their veins. What is it? I asked her, Talissa, once. This is what she told me. Power responds to tension in others. Tension? She would have faced a person and they became tense, even slightly. She would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her. She could see it. Not quite, this is the strangest part of it all. She wouldn't realize that she was unconsciously detecting their tension. Not the use of a particular object, or in her case, objects. Objects? Wait. Were they something she wore? Yes, her bracelets. The first time I saw one of those, I felt there was something more to it just fashion. What kind of power could a bracelet have? I've made a decision. I'll tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Everything. Okay. Trucy and Apollo. Well, I need you to tell me at this point, but those two are brother and sister, yes. And the brother, too, is this power of theirs. Trucy is an older brother. I wonder what will come of that. Mr. 8. Tonight, after our game is done, I'll return to a life of hiding. I would not see her live out a life without knowing. I see. I'll tell the two of them when the time is right. I mean your debt, once again. No kidding. What I want to know is how this got to be so messed up. The bracelets. Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. It's said to expand and shrink very slightly and responds to body warmth. They're temperature sensitive or something. Yes, this is how they can shrink to the exact size of their wearer's wrist. This has something to do with the power. What have I told you? The Brilliant power reacts to tension in others. When Gramarye senses tension, they too become tense. The tension translates into many contradictions to the muscles. So many they cannot sense on their own. Their muscles? Oh, so that's what the bracelets are for. The bracelet on one can sense those contradictions. Because the bracelet is always a perfect fit. The bracelet person watching gets tense. The bracelet feels tighter on the wrist. Precisely. That alone doesn't really count as mind reading. We'll understand how the process works from there. It's a simple question of eyesight. Eyesight? Guess that sounds simple enough. Eyesight. Have you ever heard of kinetic vision? Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? Heard of it before. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it was stopped if they focus. Oh, it's not confined to sports alone. It relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. The faintest twitch of the face, and the meaning that lies behind it. Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of the crowd before one may distract it. So basically, what you're saying is, the Gramarye can see really well. For them, seeing is more than believing, it is knowing. Their power lies on case sight combined with exceptional focus. Things are starting to come into focus for me, too. Of course, it is difficult to maintain just levels of focus for any length of time. But what if someone could tell you just when to focus? Or something. Precisely. But wait, Tracy didn't have any bracelets. You're talking about poker, yes? Timing her when to focus is so elementary, she probably does it without thinking. I thought Tracy herself has realized this. That is all I know of the things Gramarye. Thank you, Mr. Zack. This boy's presence is the real thing, and he will use us before long. Thereby awakening his power. Keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game? I've said too much. Let me say one more thing. I'll tell you of that tonight. That night? The night my mentor, Magnifique Gramarye, passed from this world to the next. There are 2 pistols, and 2 letters sent. This was Magnifique's test. A test? In his last years, Magnifique Gramarye worked us to the bone. No, to the pain. That night I could not shoot him, so I shot the clown's forehead instead. This, it seems, was the correct answer. Take this. I give my art to you, Zack. What? Thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zack. Although I not have admitted dying by your hand. How could I shoot you? You're my mentor. Bah, I thought you might say that. I would home without shooting anything. What would you have done then? Then, of course, I would have given Valent his chance. And if I had shot you in the forehead instead, then it would be over. If you, Valent, would have shot me in the head, then out of the darkness would go, and my art with me. Fading in, don't you think? If this ending too gives me cause for regret. I thank you, Zack. And I am sorry. I've done much that was wrong in my day. Seems to me that Magnifique wanted you to be his successor all along. As well, the time he gave you was earlier than Valent's. Perhaps, but it's not something we'll ever know for sure now. I wonder, what is Valent up to these days? Waiting for you to die? If 7 years pass like this, the performance rights go to him. Now here I am, and his dream is ended. It's worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing, you know? What? You ought me to tell me they put the blame on their mentor's death on him. Sure ended when you vanished, Mr. Zack. There are even rumors that Valent had helped you pull it off. But that's madness! Well, it seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform. Isn't that odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated, even though I'm undead? That night, Zack Gramarye was killed. He died as Shady Smith, a mysterious traveler with a secret past. But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. Who it may concern, 7 years passed. His confession, to use as I saw fit. Of course, he killed no one. It was his way of trying up loose ends with his old partner, Troupe Gramarye. Alright, let's go show this to Valenti boy. Yes, yes. As long as I have this, you can't do anything with it. Who really killed him? It was Zach. And quotation marks. I leave the answer to your prayers right here. Zach Gramarye wrote one more thing before passing on. This is a confession, which he admits to the killing of Troupe Gramarye. See? All according to your plan. I am a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fooled the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet it seems the tables have turned. Now I'm the audience, believing in the deceptions which I have brought upon myself. Zach wrote this right in front of me, after I explained your situation to him. Allah, go, oh my god. You don't know this confession is nothing but lies. Yes, in my opinion, Zach Gramarye killed no one. You're really thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. To receive instructions to kill, but if one is innocent, the one who remains is guilty. That'd be a logical conclusion, yes. So he managed to protect me, his partner. Ha ha ha! A stirring tale, it is true. Did you shoot Troupe Gramarye in the forehead? If I had, and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance? Do as you will. There's nothing left for me now. It is true, after all. A little talent. I needed my mentor, Magnifique's repertoire. It was as a little demon grabbed hold of me. I know it. The Troupe Gramarye did kill great Magnifique. So sorry, Mr. Wright, but it's not who I shot my mentor. What? But if it wasn't you, who was it? It was another disciple, was there? Another disciple, such as... Yeah, no. Troupe Gramarye, maybe? Well, fantasy couldn't be further from the truth. Why Zach Gramarye received those threatening letters? But there was another. One person who could have fired that pistol that night. I don't suppose you've figured it out by now. Zach Valent fired who shot Gramarye. I had to be the only other person at the scene, which means... Wait. You don't mean... Yes, the great Troupe Gramarye himself. Suicide, huh? Troupe Gramarye committed suicide. It's hard to believe. To be honest, I even imagined it as a possibility. I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. He appeared to be asleep. I could not shoot him, but I turned and made to leave the room. The old man called to me. He spoke with Troupe Gramarye. Yes, and this is what I knew what he had done. Vicky transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partner, Zach Gramarye, not me. I see. Then I guess I owe you an apology. I always thought you were the one who did it. You owe me no apology. Huh? My crime was, in a way, more serious than that of murder. What? Your crime? Is Gramarye confessing something to me? What could be more serious than murder? Trying to frame your partner for murder. You see, I knew that 2 letters had been sent. There are no secrets between us partners. It was easy to find out. That's when I understood Magnifique's plan. One to die by one of your hands. The other that I expected had nothing to do with the rights to his repertoire. It was when I heard it. Little demon whispering inside my heart. The demon. Let me confess, I intended to shoot Magnifique. And I planned on framing my partner for the crime. What? What? That night, I heard something before going to Magnifique's hospital room. Which was? IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it in an earlier visit. If I did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then I would use the IV liquid to place the murder in his hands. That was my plan. But you didn't shoot him. I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. And then McVie called me back. I'm sorry, Valent. I'm giving my magic to Zack, not you. You still like the draw he has. Please, help him if you can. I left the room. Then I stopped. The shock of what I'd just been told consumed me. That's when I heard that fateful gunshot. Troupe Gramarye killing himself. The demon awoke anew within me. Zack killed him, he was the one. Frame him, magic will be yours. I altered the scene of the suicide. Took the pistol from his hand, wiped off the prints, and used the syringe that IV liquid I brought. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. If he died, and you framed Zack for his murder. As planned, indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? You believe my story? Can it be believed, truly? That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but... yes. I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Flint. Thank you. As I should have thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything could I make my decision. You're going to turn yourself in. Right, I may have finished, but not so my guilt. As my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance rights, my magic. I've had enough of vanishing acts. I understand. Thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. For Zack Gramarye was alive. Well, not anymore. And now it occurs to me, what if he was not the only one who survived? What do you mean? You see, now that I think about it, I realize that no, we never saw proof of her demise. Never saw her body. Her? Mind race and mind flaps on. My apologies. Forget this matter. I only hope that the day will come when I meet my partner, Zack Gramarye. Then I shall apologize for my terrible mistake. I'm glad we had the chance to talk. Thank you. Zack Gramarye, Shady Smith, whatever name you prefer, is no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver. The impending darkness that remained has taken another life. What would it have to do to push back the darkness for good? And involve paying that man a visit. Sorry, sir. Prisoner Christoph Gavin is currently occupied. I see. You know when he'll be finished? Well... Can you go find out? Certainly, sir. Please wait here a moment. My apologies to the guard. There's something I need to see. What's in that letter you have, my friend? There it is. The yellow envelope. The sender is... Drew Misham, I was right. Over at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he was quickly sealed the envelope. It was a little envelope. The writer was left at the crime scene. This is the last letter Drew Misham wrote. There's something I need to do. Last thing I need to do, in fact. Here goes. Let's see if this train space finds anything. And it has the stamp. Yeah. This was Drew Misham's messenger of death. It was a stamp, alright, no mistake in it. His last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin. Gotcha. Letter Misham edited the court record. Finally, the decisive evidence. What's this? A burglar in jail. Gavin. I know you can moonlight in larceny, right? Gavin, there's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Fear Misham hasn't received your verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin? There aren't known survivors of endocrine poisoning, but never hurts to hope. Okay, I'll be leaving now then. Right, wait. Yeah, Gavin? You mind leaving that letter? It's private. Oh, sorry, forgot I had it. Many thanks. I got a camera in my hat, mister. Ha ha ha. I've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now it is time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter, the final trial. Find the truth, you're the only ones who can. To be continued. Alright. I guess with that, next time, we will return to the trial and use all the information we have gathered since. So until then.